Good evening, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and do this vision and this dream that I mentioned. The dream that I mentioned in the last video because I heard something. Either it was last night or this morning, and it was kind of like ding, 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 and it really caught my attention. So the vision I just had a little bit ago, um, what it looked like was a door at a slant, two of them kind of side by side, um, and another one off to the side, like a door but at a slant in the ground, and it was orange. Um, Kind of made me think of, like the storm, you know, what you call it, the storm, uh, what you call it, storm bunkers, I guess, like how you go down in the ground. I don't know, but I'm going to title the video um, Slanted Doors. And I saw three and maybe four of them. Um, what else? So the dream, I heard a clip. It could have been this morning, or it could have been on PBS with Charlie Rose last night. I don't remember. But Anthony, uh, I think his name is Anthony Bordeaux. He's on CNN. He does like all these, he goes like traveling the country doing like, eating different stuff. I think that's his name. I remember him being in the news here recently. I think because he ate like a cow's brain or something. Um, but he was talking and he was saying how these scientists were dedicating themselves, you know, going to Antarctica, studying for like 6 months and to study esoteric science. I don't think he put the word together, the two words together, but I think they were both in the same sentence. He said something about esoteric and the scientists going down there to study science. When he said esoteric, it just really caught my attention. So, anyway, the dream was a few nights ago, and it seemed as if I was in a city and I was looking down into a manhole. Initially, I was thinking, I don't know if you guys have seen that movie with the train, and I think there was some type of nuclear destruction or something, and people lived on the train and they went to school on a train. And I remember something about only uh, one third of them would survive, and two-thirds of them would be killed. I think it's just this one train that was going all around the country or something. I've only watched like 15, 20 minutes of it. It kind of gives me the heebie jeebies. If you know the name of the movie, let me know. But these were like the last people left in the world or something. Um, and they were on this train, living like forever. Like this was their home. Um, so the dream was I was looking down into a manhole, and there was, I think it was a female. And what I noticed in the dream was a blast of cool air. It was like air conditioning in this manhole. And I knew that this girl was in this manhole, and it was like this whole underground city type thing. She was going to school, and I knew there were other people, like not directly where I could see, but like on the, on the stretch behind her. And it was lit up. It was like a school in this particular part of the manhole. It was like a school, and it was just like an underground school. It didn't look dingy or dirty or anything. um it was just like me looking down from a rooftop view, but except for it was underground. And what she said to me, she said, can I, she was like, So you really can grow like collard greens, like in a pot or in a like she was fascinated by the things that were actually going on above, on ground level. And I had the feeling, I had the knowing that she had never left this underground place. And what she said was she was inquisitive, she was curious about the ground above her and the activities that went on. Like I said, I had the knowing that she had never left this underground city, if you will. And what she said was, okay, well, maybe I can put my arm up through the hole. But she knew that her arm would be, as soon as she put her arm through the hole, whatever part that was exposed above the hole would become spirit like. You guys, I know that's weird. So, like, she just say if she put her whole hand up through the hole, up to her elbow, it would kind of like a spirit. And the other part, whatever part that was below the manhole, would still be like, I guess, like human like or whatever. And I kind of felt sorry for the girl. She was kind of like a young adult, not like a teenager or anything. And like I said, there was a cold, it was air conditioned. I just remember standing over this hole and feeling a blast of cool air. And what else? I just kind of felt sorry for the girl, but when she's mentioned the fact that if she had just, reached her hand up through the hole to kind of test the waters, if you will, that her arm would become kind of like spirit like, not invisible, but spirit like, kind of, you know, um, I guess kind of invisible. And so the Anthony Bordeaux story with the Antarctica and talking about the scientists. Also, I was at work today and one of my coworkers just turned on the AC like a maniac. Um, I just had a big cold blast of air and in my room, not just through my room. She did something she wasn't supposed to do, and my nephew he called me. He was I think it was Saturday. He called me. He was like, I can come to your house. Like, just very, the lady in the dream had a very childlike faith or mind. She's like, really? You can grow collard greens like in a pot? And I thought it was strange. And like I told you guys in the last video, my my mom said she was cooking collard greens, and somebody else on TV mentioned collard greens. But also, my dad has collard greens. I remember the last conversation not the last, yeah, well, maybe, yeah, the last conversation we had on Easter, he mentioned growing some collard greens in a pot, not in the ground, but in the pot. So for me to have this dream a couple days ago, I'm still trying to put it all together. But this thing about this Antarctica and what happened in real life with my coworker turning the AC on and I'm getting the blast, the air, cold air. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on down there. I know there's something going on down there, but maybe my attention's being drawn to it for a specific reason. That's it, you guys. I want to thank everybody who shares links and things to the visions that I've been having. Um, Anyone who comments, I do try to check my comments. I did get a new iPad, you guys, but I haven't been on that thing but twice, and that's part of the reason why I got it, so that I could because my PC just shot to hell. It's full of viruses and it's like 15 years old. So that was part of the reason why it would be easier for me to check comments and do work on, conduct business on. All right, good night, you guys. God bless y'all. Um, Jesus is coming. Keep your eyes on him.